Hey, it's the Ray Rican, and I'm back. As you could see, I have my background again. My basement's dry once again. Uh, now all the other work begins. Of uh, if anyone who's ever been through this, I already threw out a bunch of stuff, but now you gotta go back and clean everything, spray everything down. The joys of home ownership, but rather be here than in the city. So it's Friday. It's Fridays. I'm trying to avoid talking about the whole Afghanistan stuff because, um, honestly, it's just a clusterfuck, and people are grasping at straws. This administration, who's reversed everything Trump has done, has decided this was the one thing that we're going to follow it exactly what he did, which is bullshit. But um, yeah, so I'm not going to get into that because um, just don't feel like it. Maybe another time. I mean, I'm going to talk about some ridiculousness when it comes to. You know what? Let's segue to that story. I want to show you what the Taliban say, and if this doesn't scream out to you that they kind of understand what the West is about. And so he goes, Taliban vow to tackle climate change. Terror group set out its eco credentials, presumably presumably by taking Afghanistan back to the Middle Ages, which is hilarious. Daily Mail. Taliban spokesman said they want to play a global role. The terror group wants to help tackle climate change and security. He claims the Taliban is trying to protect a more modern and inclusive is trying to project a more modern and inclusive image, but executions and rights crackdowns have already been reported in the regime. So yeah, so if this doesn't show you what, if that even uh even even these backwards people uh that live out there, let me not say it that way because that really sounds kind of nasty, but let's just say these people, they understand, they see the internet, they get the stories of what happens out here in the West, and they see and they go, oh look, how can we get these liberal lefties to like us? Climate change, there we go. And it's like, oh. And you know what, there's going to be some people, you're going to see people are going to be like, hey, that's cool, that's a good, it's like, yeah, okay. um but so this is the ridiculousness that I was talking about with Afghanistan. um but one of the main stories that I'm pretty sure that's, with everything going on in Afghanistan, with everything, all the craziness going around in the world, here is what will be ignored. And here's what the data shows. Here's Bloomberg, not a righty conspiracy site. It's not an opinion piece. It goes here: previous COVID prevents Delta infection better than Pfizer shot. What a surprise. Our body offers better immunity than a vaccine. Now, this is what this here is, like I've talked about before. This is what annoys me about everything that's going on with the vaccine, is that they'll ignore this. And it says here, early data from Israel shows natural immunity wanes with time. Really? Okay. People who recovered from COVID may face lower risk from Delta. So I'd like to see the numbers because, like I said, um, when we know that, the 1918 flu, people still have something 90 years, have antibodies 90 years later. I just would like to see where they're getting, where is it coming from? I mean, um, just skeptic. But yeah, so just so you could see from the article, it's here in Bloomberg. This is just how it is. It's like our bodies. It's like we once you get an infection, you build some sort of immunity, and that's what's going on now. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I could read, like I said, I just read this stuff. I just remember before COVID, remember as a kid, they wanted me to get chicken pox. It's like we just caught it. Now, granted, I'm not comparing COVID to chicken pox. I'm just saying, it was so our body could get it and then be immune to it, so we wouldn't have to worry about it later on. But then you still got to worry about shingles, which I got to worry about chicken pox, not shingles. They say chicken pox is worse when you're older, so I don't know, but so yeah. So look, it's Friday. I didn't feel like talking about Afghanistan, so there's not a bunch of stories there to really talk about. Um, but it's been a crazy week for me. It's been a crazy day with so I've been dealing with this aftermath of um getting water in my basement with all the rain that we've been getting lately. So that's really all I have. I'm gonna keep it short today. I actually have company over, so I don't want to be rude, but um just wanted to get a little something out there. Um and you know, hopefully you guys will get something from there. I'm not saying not to get vaccinated. Uh, I'll do the Tim Pool thing. I'm not a doctor. Just talk to your doctor. And there you go. I'm vaccinated. Just full disclosure. Um, I don't know if I doubt I'm going to get the booster shots, but I did get the vaccine. So anyways, that's it's just I just want to point that story out. It's Friday. It came out. It was a late story. I saw there on Bloomberg. I didn't see it covered on any other outlets, and I wanted to make sure that there's something out there in the ether other than the Bloomberg article, so people could see. Look, listen, the data's out there right now. Israel showing that the natural immune response as with someone who's already recovered from COVID will has better immunity against the Delta variant, and it makes sense, really does. But like I said, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys have a good weekend. That's it. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Follow me. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm exhausted. I have doing all these things, maybe like 3 hours of sleep. So um, that's why my eyes are droopy. Not high. You can follow me on you if you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble. Please cross subscribe. You could also interact with me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, and Telegram. With that, like I said, have a good weekend, everyone. Enjoy.